Well, he devised a way to basically get back at them. So they're really censoring your ability to make change. So We the People Network has, at this point, in excess of 150,000 members on Facebook.
And these are obviously people that are involved and are awake.
Exactly, and also it's included with many. He of course himself has 2 radio shows. He is a truther, and this is what we're saying. You see, we're multiplying our efforts quickly. Now you all can do this too. Anybody that's awake and that's knowledgeable and listens to the show because you hear good truth and you want to keep up on things and you want to see what's going on and you know what's going on as well as we do, and almost like it's like, yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that. You're nothing telling me I don't know. Well, you're the type of person that should be going out there and doing what we're doing. And we'll bring you right in. You know, there's, well, I mean, we have a radio station. We're looking for voices.
Mm-hmm. We are change.
We are change. We must be the change we wish to see in the world. Now, again, this is We Are Change Connecticut. But We Are Change, again, I give a shout out to TN Truther in Tennessee and the We Are Change Tennessee, who's in Nashville, and I don't know where's other areas. They're putting one together. It's Tim Ramsey is the contact there that I have, and they're doing their thing, and we're going to spread their shows. And if anyone has a show, an audio stream at this point, or video stream, or a video show, we are going to broadcast it. And guess what? LibertyRadio.com. Liberty Radio, we're going to be involved with. We're moving forward. This We Are the People Network. We the People Network is anticipated in the next 60 days to grow to over 1 million subscribers, and they're doing a $17.76 money bomb for Ron Paul.
It's a great idea.
And they're growing tremendously, and a lot of different things, you know, for liberty. Like Ron Paul or don't like him, the establishment is far worse. I don't know. You know, I don't know what else you could say. I mean, some people say, you know, the whole thing about, you know, we talk about truth. I mean, is Ron Paul a Mason? That's what people believe.
No, he says that he's not.
I know. So it's all like what you have to believe, and like where is the Masonic lodge that he's signed into?
Yeah. But even if he was,
it
doesn't make you a bad person if you're a Mason.
Technically, it doesn't make you a Luciferian unless most of them are up to 3rd or 4th degree, have no idea what's going on when you get into the higher degrees, you know, above 30th degree.
Which again, like, it goes to like what you were saying with the police or military, where it's literally like, if you're willing to go along with tyranny and go along with orders, you're going to
move up faster. Exactly, that's true. You know, that is absolutely true.
Same thing with the Masons.
Same thing with that. But this network that we're growing here is going to grow. So I want everybody who's got a voice to use it.
This is the year. I mean,
this is the year. I mean, I have to tell you, it is 2012 for anybody that's not aware that they're going to use this as a year to do stuff. Well, and they're going to blame it on, you know, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But stuff's going to happen this year, ladies and gentlemen. It's only January.
What I was going to say is this is the year for people that have been waking up to get involved, because you're not going to have to go that far to look for action soon. All this politics stuff is just heating up, and this whole year is going to be about politics. And if there's a Tea Party, if there's an independent party, any type of party, if there's debates, if you got anything, you should go there. And you're going to also meet people that are just like you, and that's how you start networking, sort of like what we're all doing, is you just start meeting people that want to be involved like you, and you form a group. And this is the time to go to places and get involved. There's going to be stuff all over.
That's right. We have a lot of things.
What you were saying, I just want to add, is We Are Change New York. Exactly. Luke Rakowski getting, what's his name, Newt Gingrich.
Oh, yeah.
He's like the founder of We Are Change in New York. He went and got Newt on tape, and he's sitting there talking to Newt and asking about the Bohemian Grove. So it's a really good
Google
video.
that. Google that.
Google that.
Yeah, Google Luke Rakowski confronts Newt Gingrich.
Bohemian Grove. Something
Bohemian
like that.
Grove. Beautiful. It's all over the internet. It's viral.
So a lot of things going on. We Are Change is doing good all over. Different countries doing big things.
That's right, all over the world, because this is this is the whole idea is to bring in world government, so all the people in these other countries that are awake realize this too, ladies and gentlemen. That's why it is such an imperative thing. I mean, our entire way of life is at stake here. We will be serfs if we allow this to happen, and then we'll wonder how it happened. Or those that are asleep will just wonder, how did this happen to us? We'll be dead, you know, probably, or taken away, or whatever, or converted with a microchip, or whatever the hell they have in their devious plans. But getting back to this whole thing, it is about change, and it's about making change. Now, I have to give an absolute slap on the back, high five to Jim at We Are Change.
Oh, yeah.
Connecticut. And he is the co-founder with myself of the Connecticut chapter of We Are Change. And he has, I mean, he's just amazing. What he did was we're having a Agenda 21 meeting, as I've mentioned before, in Waterbury, Connecticut, at the Silas Bronson Library in Waterbury, Connecticut, on the 28th. That's a week from Saturday, I believe. Next Saturday. A week from this Saturday,
yeah.
Or 2 weeks from now, whatever.
2 weeks.
2 weeks from now. And the Silas Bronson Library from 10:30 in the morning.
Which is what Jim set up. Jim actually had to fight for months, I think, with the mayor and talked to a lot of people to get it set up to where we could go and use the library every other Saturday.
That's right, and we did, and we do, and we need it because this is the community. This is where the community comes together, and this is what you can do in your community. And on these Saturday meetings, they show films and among other things. But this time, what we're doing is we're having an Agenda 21, and the Oath Keepers.
That's what I'm excited about, is the Oath Keepers.
Oath Keepers, which is the retired military, current police force, retired police force, who have sworn an oath to uphold the Constitution and are awake and know what the fuck is going on here. So they'll be there. The John Birch Society will be there doing the entire presentation on Agenda 21. For those that are in the know, you know what that means. And they're going into the small towns now. They're starting to do that Rockefeller-esque infiltration of the 70s, like with the education system. Okay, it's the same thing. They're doing it again, and now they're doing it simply by just being green.
I already went to one with a member of ours too to give her a shout out. Is Ronnie from Connecticut
Skywatch.com.
There was an Agenda 21 where she lives out here in Connecticut. And
Beacon Falls.
And you know, we went to one of those, and we just stood out in front of the place with like brochures, and people that were walking in, you know, were just like, here, we'd like to give you, you know, the other side to Agenda 21. Real polite about it, real nice. We weren't really like hassled. People were looking, wondering, you know, the school was like, what are these people doing out there? Everybody comes and asks what you're doing, but everybody was friendly. We went in there, and you know, the thing is like everything else, it's the mind control. It's, you know, they put on this show of it's good for you, and I could see why, you know, the average person who's not awake, who thinks that the government's trying to do good things.
Yes, the government's like, always trying to help you, ladies and gentlemen. They never try to do anything to make you have to spend more money, or the fact that they add 75 cents to every gallon of gas to tax you. It's nothing.
But so they, you know, the average person, you go to these Agenda 21 school things, and it's like, you know, saving the planet. You know, it seems like a green thing and a good thing. You know, like for helping the environment. And the average person is going to be like, this is great. How can anybody be against it? But then when you start showing them things like, I'm sure the Birch Society is going to be going over, but showing them the real meaning behind Agenda 21 and how it's going to affect people.
It's collectivism. They're going to take away. They're taking away. It's being used in concert with the S510 Senate bill, the Food Safety and Modernization Act, Monsanto's collectivism. See, Monsanto, again, Rockefeller's interests. Monsanto is out to control the world's food supply. And this is a big part of that. Agenda 21 is a big part of that. Gibson guitars, for example, were raided, and over $1 million worth of wood was basically confiscated and just taken away because they rendered the wood in America but purchased it in India. Okay, you can look. I know people that are not awake maybe don't even know that even happened because it was a blurb on the mainstream media. But they did, and they've warned Gibson and said, well, listen, if you really want to continue doing business, you should have your guitars manufactured in Madagascar so that you don't break these UN rules. This is world government coming in to your local town, ladies and gentlemen. And once they get your local town, it'll be much easier through the implosion of the economy for you to just say, okay, yes, let's just go on with this world government. We all should be one and united, and I'm sure they'll make the world a better place, and God will help us, and all that other stuff. And the sheep will just jump into the, yes, I can't, we can't feed ourselves, please help us. Here, come to this FEMA camp, and we'll give you everything you need, 3 hots and a cot, and a job.
Thanks to Monsanto.
And thank you, Monsanto. And other companies.
And thanks again, Jim, because Jim also, another thing is, I know he talked to the mayor and everything.
Yeah, we got to keep going. Jim is just unbelievable. Again, he's the mayor of Waterbury, Connecticut. Tom O'Leary is going to be attending the Agenda 21 meeting on the 28th.
Good job, Jim.
Excellent job. He's got the alderman. Mm-hmm. Head alderman
and the fluoride,
and exactly fluoride. we are at the point of waking up the hierarchy in government of the city of Waterbury. Former Mayor Georgiura is now awake to the fluoride problem, and is amazed by it. So now he's and realizes that, first of all, it costs cities money to buy fluoride. By the way, ladies and gentlemen. So it's not free, okay? Just so you know, and from Florida, anywhere there's phosphate, but it's true.
I know most come from China.
Most of it does come from China, but it's the phosphate industry. It's a waste product, okay? It literally it's a toxic waste
and stuff, right?
It's phosphate. Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah.
But it's good for your teeth.
So thanks to Jim doing that, got the former mayor and the mayor now is going to be coming, and with Oath Keepers.
Oath Keepers will be there.
It's going to be really interesting.
And this is all going to be, by the way, live streamed at livestream.com, Truth Talk News. Also, of course, got to give again a shout out to our network, the UnitedTruthSeekers.com and DeathToTheNewWorldOrder.com, which also live stream this broadcast you're watching right now and listening, of course, on InformedRadio.com. All right, so we have a lot of stuff going on, a lot of news. I guess we covered the aspects of O'Leary coming. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
And Tom Landry. Tom Landry was a football coach. Oh my God! And in fact, Tom, I actually said that twice. I actually said that when I was speaking with him on the phone, and I wrote him back. I emailed him back, and I said, "I'm sorry, I called you Tom Landry."
I'm sure he's used to it.
I'm sure he's used to it. Actually, no, Roger Landry of the We Are the People, We the People Network, will be calling in and spending the better part of the show with us. Tomorrow between 6 and 8 p.m.
Yeah, that's really cool.
A couple of little changes are occurring also in our scheduling. Of course, we're going to be broadcasting every Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and every Saturday from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be a rebroadcast of the Friday show. Then there will be a live broadcast from 6 to 8 p.m. every Saturday. So that'll be starting to get, we're going to start promoting that as well. So we're actually adding a show, we're not losing a show, we're just putting a rebroadcast in a slot that we currently are unable to, we're unable to do live.
So we just had to move back a little on Saturday.
That's all. Just had to push the time a little bit back for various reasons. But anyhow, we're moving forward. I mean, I couldn't tell you how excited I am for the whole, because everybody's involved. I mean, this is an example of something that, when you talk about teamwork, like the lamestream media people, or this quote unquote couch potatoes football player people. You guys should love this aspect. I mean, we're a team. We're playing like a football team here, and we're getting deep into enemy territory, and we got a team of players. I mean, and I'm amazed. I can't tell you how honored I am to be a part of this network, because I've been in the music business. I'm a musician. I have a band, and we're that's something separate. I never really discussed that with the Truth, but I can tell you right now, and we're a pretty decent band. We've never had the kind of exposure and the kind of, I'm just so humbled by the reactions and the people that keep coming back, and millions of people, thousands of people. I mean, it's hundreds of thousands of people actually. And the hits every day on our websites, and the hits every day on our, we're getting this attention. And it's
And
very
this is the time.
gratifying,
I mean-
and this is the time. So we want others to do the same thing, because I'm telling you right now, it's unbelievable.
People wanna hear this.
Liberty is exactly. People want to hear this information.